Have you ever stood in the middle of a crowded airport, heart racing, trying to make sense of a garbled announcement in a language you barely understand? That moment when you realize you're not just lost in a place, but in a sea of words you can't quite grasp. That's where I was, 5 years ago, in Tokyo's Narita Airport, clutching my boarding pass like it was a lifeline.
Oh, Samantha, I can feel the stress from here. I bet every traveler's been there at least once. That moment of panic when you're jet lagged, confused, and just hoping you don't miss your flight. So, today's episode is all about navigating those chaotic transportation hubs. Airports, train stations, bus terminals, using English as your guide. We're going to share a story, some essential phrases, and practical tips to help you travel with confidence.
Exactly, Jackson. Whether you're catching a flight in London, a train in Paris, or a bus in Bangkok, this episode will give you the English tools to understand announcements, ask for help, and handle those unexpected twists that travel always throws at you. Let's dive in.
All right, listeners, get ready to learn phrases like, where's the check-in counter? Or, is this bus going to the city center? We'll break them down, practice them, and tie them to a story that's going to make you feel like you're right there with Samantha. Let's go.
So, picture this. I'm 25, fresh out of grad school, and I've just landed in Tokyo for my first solo trip abroad. I'm excited, but also terrified. Narita Airport is massive. Signs everywhere, announcements blaring in Japanese and English, and I'm trying to find my connecting flight to Osaka. My boarding pass says Gate 32, but I have no idea where that is.
Oh man, that sounds overwhelming. Airports like that can feel like a maze. So what did you do first?
Well, I took a deep breath and headed to the information desk. I needed to ask, where is Gate 32? But my mind was blank. I was so nervous, I could barely string a sentence together. Finally, I managed to say, "Excuse me, where is Gate 32?" The woman at the desk smiled and pointed me in the right direction. That one phrase saved me.
Nice. Let's break that down for our listeners. The phrase, excuse me, where is gate 32, is super useful in airports. It's polite, clear, and gets you the information you need. Let's practice it. Repeat after me. Excuse me, where is gate 32?
Excuse me, where is Gate 32? Great job, listeners. Notice how Jackson emphasized excuse me. It's a polite way to get someone's attention. You can use it anywhere. Excuse me, where is the check-in counter? Or excuse me, where is the train platform?
Exactly. And let's talk about pronunciation. The word excuse has that soft C sound. Excuse. Try it again. Excuse me, where is gate 32? Pause and repeat, listeners. This is your go-to phrase for getting help.
So, back to the story. I found Gate 32, but then I heard an announcement. Final call for flight JL 123 to Osaka. My heart sunk. Was that my flight? I wasn't sure, so I had to ask someone, is this the flight to Osaka? The gate agent nodded and waved me through. Another small phrase, another big win.
I love that. Is this the flight to Osaka? Is so simple but so powerful. Let's practice it. Listeners, repeat. Is this the flight to Osaka? You can swap Osaka for any destination. Is this the flight to London? Or is this the train to Paris?
Perfect. These phrases are like keys that unlock doors in any transportation hub. I was starting to feel a bit more confident, but then I hit customs in Osaka. The officer asked, "What's the purpose of your visit?" I froze. I didn't know how to answer in a way that sounded natural.
Oh, that's a classic question at immigration. Let's teach that one. The phrase is, what's the purpose of your visit? It means, why are you here? A good answer could be, I'm here for tourism. Or I'm visiting family. Let's try it. Repeat. I'm here for tourism.
I'm here for tourism. Nice. I ended up saying something like that, and it worked. But Jackson, I was still so nervous. Every step felt like a test of my English. That's when I realized how much a few key phrases could change everything. So I made it through the airport, but my next challenge was a train station in Kyoto. I wanted to take a day trip to Nara, but the ticket counter was packed, and I wasn't sure how to ask for the right ticket. I needed to say, a return ticket to Nara, please. But I was so worried I'd mess it up.
I totally get that. Train stations can be intimidating, especially when everyone's rushing around. So let's practice that phrase. A return ticket to Nara, please. A return ticket means a round-trip ticket. You go and come back. Repeat after me. A return ticket to Nara, please.
A return ticket to Nara, please. Great. You can also say a one-way ticket to Nara, please, if you're only going one direction. I managed to get my ticket, but then I heard an announcement. The train to Nara is delayed by 20 minutes. I didn't catch it at first, so I had to ask, is the train to Nara on time?
That's a lifesaver phrase. Is the train to Nara on time? Let's practice it. Repeat, is the train to Nara on time? You can use this for any transport. Is the flight to London on time? Or is the bus to the city center on time?
Exactly. And here's where things got tricky. I got on the train, but at one stop, I realized I'd left my scarf on the seat. I panicked and went to the station's Lost and Found. I said, I think I left my scarf on the train. The staff were so kind, but I had to repeat it slowly to make sure they understood.
Oh no, losing something is the worst. That phrase, I think I left my scarf on the train, is super useful. Let's try it. Repeat, I think I left my scarf on the train. You can swap scarf for anything. I think I left my bag on the bus.
I think I left my bag on the bus. Perfect. I didn't get my scarf back, but I learned how to communicate in a crisis. That moment taught me that even when things go wrong, a few words can make a big difference.
Let's do a quick sample dialogue for the Lost and Found. I'll be the traveler, you be the staff. Ready?
Sure, go ahead.
Excuse me, I think I left my phone on the train.
Okay, which train were you on and where were you sitting?
It was the train to Nira and I was in car 5.
Great. Listeners, notice how Jackson used, I think I left my phone on the train, and I asked follow-up questions. This is how real conversations work. Try practicing that dialogue with a friend or by yourself.
So here's where the story shifts. I'm in a bus terminal in Bangkok, my final stop on this trip. I needed to get to the city center, but the signs were confusing and I wasn't sure which bus to take. I walked up to the ticket counter and said, "Does this bus go to the city center?" The woman nodded and pointed to the right bus. That simple question changed everything.
I love that moment. It's like you cracked the code. Does this bus go to the city center is such a versatile phrase. Let's practice it. Does this bus go to the city center? You can use it for any destination. Does this train go to Rome? Or does this shuttle go to the airport?
Does this bus go to the city center? Exactly. That moment gave me a surge of confidence. I realized I didn't need perfect English, just the right phrases said clearly. Later on the bus, there was an unexpected stop, and I heard the driver say something I didn't understand. I asked, "How much longer until the city center?" He held up 2 fingers, 20 minutes. I felt like I'd won a small victory.
That's awesome. Let's try that phrase. How much longer until the city center? Repeat after me. How much longer until the city center? This is great for buses, trains, even taxis.
How much longer until the city center? Perfect. That bus ride was a turning point for me. I started to see travel not as a series of obstacles, but as a series of small conversations. Each phrase I learned was like a stepping stone to feeling more at home in the world.
I love that metaphor, stepping stones. Let's do a quick role play to bring this to life. I'm a confused traveler, you're the ticket agent. Go.
Excuse me, does this bus go to the city center?
Yes, it does. It leaves in 10 minutes from platform 3.
Great, thank you. How much longer until the city center?
About 30 minutes, depending on traffic.
Nice. Listeners, notice how Samantha answered clearly and directly. That's how these conversations usually go. Practice these phrases and you'll be navigating bus terminals like a pro.
Looking back, Jackson, that trip taught me so much. Not just about travel, but about how language connects us. Those simple phrases, where is gate 32? Does this bus go to the city center? They weren't just words, they were tools that helped me feel less alone, less lost.
Totally. I think what's so powerful about this is that you don't need to be fluent to travel well. You just need a handful of phrases and the confidence to use them. Let's review some of the key ones we covered. Samantha, hit us with the first one.
All right, excuse me, where is gate 32? Great for airports or any place you're trying to find.
And is this the flight to Osaka? Perfect for checking if you're in the right place.
A return ticket to Nara, please. That's your go-to for train stations or bus terminals.
And don't forget, I think I left my scarf on the train for those moments when things go wrong.
And does this bus go to the city center? It's simple, but it saved me in Bangkok.
Listeners, these phrases are like your travel toolkit. Practice them, write them down, or even save them on your phone. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel. Samantha, what's the biggest lesson you took away from all this?
That confidence comes from preparation. Knowing even a few phrases can turn a stressful situation into a manageable one. It's not about being perfect, it's about being understood.
Well said. And I think it's also about embracing the journey. Every time you use one of these phrases, you're not just solving a problem, you're building a connection with someone somewhere in the world.
What a journey this episode has been, Jackson. From Tokyo's airports to Bangkok's bus terminals, I hope our listeners feel ready to tackle their next trip with a little more confidence. Travel isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's about the stories we create along the way.
Absolutely. And those stories are so much richer when you have the words to navigate them. So listeners, take these phrases, practice them, and go explore the world. You've got this.
And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit subscribe and support our channel, Speakeasy English, for more stories that inspire, teach, and connect. We're here to help you find your voice one conversation at a time.
Until next time, safe travels and happy learning.
See you soon, everyone.